Well, it was nice to keep things quiet for today and set for a quiet day tomorrow. We got a lot to unpack over the next 3 minutes or so let's just start diving right in. Indigo Sky Casino Resort, your live shot outside of Seneca, Missouri, showing quiet skies throughout the course of the evening, and quiet skies is what we had all day long, so that allowed us to warm back up nicely, even though we were definitely a little bit cooler compared to the mid to upper 50s we saw yesterday around Joplin especially. We dropped back into the upper 20s this morning. Then we were able to rebound at least into the lower 50s this afternoon, so we kept things quiet and nice, chilly and above normal to wrap up this weekend, but still big changes on the way once we get past a nice mild Monday lined up for us. But at 10:14 though, we're looking good from 7th and Range Line. Clear skies up top, 35 degrees with an east breeze at 5, giving us a bit of a wind chill, right around 31 degrees, but that gives you a hint though, with the way I'm seeing things. That's pretty much where we're going to bottom out and hold steady as we go throughout the overnight hours. So it has gotten quite a bit colder since we saw our highs from the lower to mainly mid-50s throughout the course of the afternoon. Temperatures have dropped off mainly into, let's say, the upper 20s in a couple spots like Parsons at 27, but most of us are in the lower to middle 30s. I don't see these numbers dropping off much more from here on out because our light breeze that we had throughout the day and even out of the north and northwest at about 5 miles per hour, look at how it's more shifting out of the east and eventually out of the southeast. That's hinting that a returning south wind for tomorrow is going to at least give us a nice mild Monday to start the new work week and school week out. Maybe overnight a little bit of cloud cover coming in from the north, but we are quiet for tonight as this frontal boundary parked on top of the region starts to lift back to the northeast. That's what will get us back into the 60s tomorrow. But this trailing cold front arcing back up into Canada and into the Pacific Northwest, that's one part of the big storm system that's brewing on its way in, including this upper level low developing out in Canada. We're watching these features closely because still sticking with Doug's been saying over the past few days, this is definitely going to bring a big change in the weather setup with winter poised to make a big comeback. Here we are in the short term though. Maybe a little bit of cloud cover at times passing through overnight, but you can see how temperatures primarily hold steady in the lower 30s. Maybe a few spots sneaking back into the upper 20s before sunrise, but most of us will drop back and hold steady to about 32 degrees to start the morning out. A south breeze at 5 to 15 for the afternoon pushes us to 58 by noon, and highs in Joplin right around 64 degrees. In fact, everybody will go lower to middle 60s. So this is going to feel nice. And we better savor these temperatures before we see the big changes start to roll on in as we go into Tuesday. The front at the surface starts working in first, picking up Gulf moisture. Rain chances as a result with 50s on Tuesday. Then the colder air starts slamming in going into Wednesday morning. A mix of rain, freezing rain, sleet, and snow. That's what's on the cards as we go throughout our Wednesday. Then, with enough cold air in place, this system will end its precip chances as snow as we go into Thursday. But there is a few things that I want to point out, though. We're increasingly confident that the likelihood of this being a good, decent winter storm is increasing. Looking at what Doug's been looking at as well, accumulating snow looks likely north of I-44 with more of an ice situation south of the interstate, but we're still watching a few things that we need to fine tune, but Doug and I will get a better handle of expected amounts as we go throughout the day tomorrow. One thing that is for sure behind the storm system is an Arctic blast coming in to start the weekend out. So here's what I mean. 64 tomorrow, it's going to be a nice day. 55 Tuesday, 35 Wednesday morning, then dropping through the 20s throughout the day. 20 on Thursday, starting at 3 to 5 degrees. Friday and Saturday morning, we'll go from the 20s Friday afternoon, and then back into 30s for the rest of the weekend.
Between the snow and everything else, then we got the temperature drop. As we mentioned before, it's an excellent opportunity. If you don't have the Skywatch weather app, get it now. That way you can stay in touch with these guys.
Yeah, especially with the big winter comeback heading our way soon.
Absolutely, Nick. Thank you so much. Turning to sports.